Yo, yes, my people, we're back. And yeah, so another one. Because, like I was just sat there thinking to myself, yeah, and this is a point I want to make. As much as I sit here and I talk about positivity and turning my life around for the better and everything else, yeah, I've still got friends that are in prison doing life. I've still got friends in prison that are innocent doing life. Do you get what I'm saying? All due to phone calls or, you know what it is? A lot of people fall victim to that whole don't snitch. I don't want to be a snitch. I don't want to this. I don't want that. You understand what I'm saying? And then, because you can't say what really happened or what you really know, man end up having to hold like a 30 rec. End up sat down in jail for the next 30 years. They didn't pull no trigger. They didn't do nothing. You get me? But the way the whole game's set up, like you have to sit down as well. There could be 10 man in a group. Only takes one finger to pull the trigger. But then due to joint enterprise, all 10 man are locked up doing life. With 30 rec. You understand what I'm saying? And this is a point that we don't really touch on. We don't really touch upon it like mental health and all these type of things. Like, with all these people telling the stories on the internet and all that. Now, I'm not getting at nobody, yeah? But one thing I never hear is the mental health side of it. How you see people come to prison and you might see a man 1 year and he's cool. He's with the man, he's going gym, he's doing whatever. Cooking his food, he's doing all these type of things. But then you slowly see him deteriorate as the years go by. Slowly but surely deteriorating. Now he's fully lost his mind. And you know why that is? Because man, I sat down in jail, locked in a cell, and you've got no one to talk to. So all you're doing is talking to yourself. So when man are chatting to themselves, it's like me sometimes. I might ask myself a question. Like, yo, why did my man do such and such? Or, I wonder what happened when or how the hell did the situation get to that from that? Now, I can't answer that question. But all I'll do is keep replaying that same question over and over and over in my head. So think about it. If you got people in prison and they ain't got no support network. You ain't got no support network. The family's dropped them out. The brethrens are doing whatever. You know how the game goes. And he hasn't really got anyone in prison that they can connect to. Connect with. Do you get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have trust issues. So, I met people in jail that I knew I could trust. And then my brethren till this day. Do you get what I'm saying? But then on the flip side of it, a lot of people, they ain't cut from that cloth. So, you might end up in a situation. Because at the end of the day, what you got to remember. You see in prison, it's not all criminals. And what I mean by that is, some people you might have someone that went out on a night out, hit someone, knocked him out, he's fell on the ground, hit his head and he's died. Murder charge, manslaughter, now he's in jail. Now he's not a criminal. He's not the same as a gangbanger that goes out with the intention to kill. He's not the same as like a man that's getting about with a gun or a knife for his own protection. They're not the same. So you have them type of people in prison, so they ain't got nobody to talk to. So they're trapped in an environment with nobody to talk to. They haven't got no support on the outside world. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can't get on the phone for that escape. You ain't even got money on your canteen sheet because nobody outside is supporting you. And then mental health comes into it. You understand what I'm saying? I never forget it this one time, yeah? I had this brethren he's from London, doing 35 years, yeah? But me and my man was cool. It's just one of them things. We just never talk about the sentence. You get me, G? I know he's hoping for his appeal. Doing 35 to life, hoping for that appeal. But it's just one of them things. We just don't speak about it. So this one day, I must have walked in his cell. My man's got a picture of his mum. Rest in peace to his mum. And he's just stood there, just looking at the picture of his mum. Like, and I've walked in the cell and I'm thinking, rah. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if to walk back out or what. So I've just stopped and just stood there and I'm looking at him. And he's looking at the picture. Then he's just put the picture down and just gone, yo, wagwan. I was saying, right, what you saying, man? He's like, nothing, just there. I said, you know what, fuck it. Shut the door, push the door up. I'm saying to him, yo, walk on, man. You get me, G? Chat to me, innit, what's up? It's like, nah, you know what it is? It's like, because you go through these phases in jail where you just sit there and just think to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I did it. Where I used to sit there and I used to sit there and look at myself and think, you know what, am I making my gran proud? Do you get what I'm saying? Am I making my people them proud? Now, my man's mum had passed away. Now, he sat down in jail doing 30 plus years. You understand what I'm saying, G? These are the kind of things that are just sending man's head west. This is why a lot of people are turning to drugs and all these type of things in prison. Suicide. You know why it's sick? Because at the time I was in jail, you know how many people killed themselves? A bag of man just thought, you know what? So then you have to sit there and think to yourself, what was that person going through to the point where they thought this is the only way out? Do you get what I'm saying? Now, all right, cool, we can sit there and argue the toss and say, oh, but they're a criminal, they done this, they done that, they done this, they done that, but then you don't believe in rehabilitation. Do you understand what I'm saying, G? Like, everyone deserves a second chance. But what the hell was that individual going through that they was sat there, yeah? I remember this one. I'm not even gonna get into the details. But basically, like, the man took his own life. So I remember sat there in myself thinking, I wonder what the hell he was going through. You understand what I'm saying? And what it was, yeah? His case was one of them, it comes on Channel 5, documentaries and all that, yeah? And the screws have shouted him and said, look, listen, your case is going to be on TV again. Are you going to be all right? But you see, because the last time when his case was on TV, a lot of the dickheads in there was bullying him and that, badding him up for what he was in for. Do you get what I'm saying? So then now he knew it was coming back on. So at that point there, he knew what he was going to have to go through. And it wasn't even that he was... The case, it wasn't even that bad of a case. It's just that some people are bullies. Do you get what I'm saying? And they try to pick on the weak and prey on the weak. So at that point there, he thought, there's no other way out. There's no other way out. And the man took his own life. These are things that we don't speak about. You get what I'm saying? Like, people just brush the whole mental health thing under the carpet. I just thought I'd share that one with you, man.